Hey, this is Kenny from Kenny's Audiophile Record Reviews. Thank you very much for viewing my channel. Please like and subscribe. That'll help me out. I thought I'd do something different and have my wife on this video to get a wife's perspective of the life of audiophile, me being the audiophile, get her opinion in terms of what she thinks of what I go through in terms of especially spending. And like I said, just a general life of the audiophile, what I spend on records and what I spend on equipment, just to get her perspective from a spouse's point of view. In full disclosure, I don't have a clue what she's going to say. So it's going to be interesting. This is going to be a short video. I don't have that too many questions. But she's getting over a cough. So if she coughs a few times during this video, that's the reason why, I guess. But anyway, just in general, Carla, what do you think of the money I spend on some, like for example, these record sets that cost $150, and with shipping they're like $175. What is your honest opinion of that type of spending and behavior, by the way? And by the way, this hobby is occupied by mostly men. The stats on my channel suggest that it's predominantly men. In my channel, it's like something like 95%, maybe 96% men, and 4%, approximately 4% women on my channel, but it fluctuates. But for the most part, it's a male segment of society who's in this hobby, although there are some women. I just want to point that out. But anyway, what's your perspective, Carl, in terms of my spending habits?
Well, since this is not my hobby and it's yours, it's an expensive hobby. I've noticed it's a very expensive hobby. Mm-hmm. But it's your passion. So we all have a passion in life, and yours happens to be this. And you've been doing it since you were a young boy, and it's something you've done through the years up through adulthood. And for me, I enjoy seeing the happiness you get through all of this. And so though it is an expensive hobby, it's not one I would ever complain about, or you've ever heard me complain about. Would I myself pay that for an album? No.
Okay, how much would you be willing to pay for an album? Let me ask you that real quick.
I don't know, maybe $30.
Okay, that is they came out with this record, this UHQR version of Asia, and it was a $30 version of it. And a lot of complaints of this record anyway, this UHQR, was a price, and they do have a $30 version of this record. So you hit it right on the head. And a lot of people like the $30 version of the record, to be honest with you. Do you think there's some, oh, by the way, at the end of this video, this is my Music Direct catalog that I just received a couple of days ago as of the posting of this video. And I'm going to show her a couple of prices in this magazine, I guess, or catalog, to get a reaction of some of the prices of the couple of items. One's going to be a cartridge, and one's going to be a turntable. I want to get a reaction when she sees the prices. But don't you think women too have the same type of spending behavior, just in different ways? Or do you think the spending of the non-audiophile or a woman in your case is a lot cheaper?
No, I think there's plenty of women out there that have hobbies that are quite expensive.
Do you think
I personally am just not one of those women?
Do you think what? I'm not
one of those women that have an expensive hobby like that.
Okay. Don't you think there's some women who spend like $150 on like a purse or some shoes or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure there are.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. But like I said, you don't have any thoughts in your mind. You say, gosh, I wish Kenny would spend his money on this, instead of spending all those money on records. I just bought a phono cartridge, by the way. And I'm not going to reveal what it is, because I'm probably present that somewhere down the line in a different video. What did you think of that, the purchase of that cartridge? Honestly.
It was quite expensive, but I seen you save for it, and it was important to you, so it was important to me. You know, you have a lot of expensive equipment here.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of albums that you've paid quite a bit of money for. And I think you and I had an agreement in the very beginning when we got married that as long as our bills were paid, you could use your money on whatever you chose to use it on, as far as your passion for your music and your equipment and stuff. And I don't have a problem with that.
Although, in full disclosure, when you retire, that's going to come to a screeching halt.
It'll be a little bit more difficult.
Because you retire, what, in June of next year or something like that? And the money that I spend on records and cartridges and accessories is going towards bills, because when you retired, your income as a couple in total, I'm already retired. She's younger than me. So our income as a total is going to shrink. So the money I'm spending on records, cartridges, and accessories, you know, is going to go towards actually bills and stuff. Unless I make it up making money on YouTube. We have to see about that. But I wanted to show you a couple of items in here. And I'm not going to show you. I'm going to show it to the audience first. See if I can find. This is, again, the Music Direct catalog from 2004. And I want to get if I can find it, your reaction to a couple. I'm going to start with this right here. This turntable. Okay, and I don't know if you can see the price of the turntable. Hopefully you can. And I'm using the most expensive variant on here. And hopefully you can see the price of the turntable. If you can't, I'm going to reveal it after I show her. How would you feel if I spent this amount of money on a turntable?
Oh, no.
How much we spent on the car last year? Bought a brand new car for that price, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is I guess is what, Avid? I never heard of this brand, to be honest with you. And their most expensive kit, which includes a reference Ruby cartridge and an arm, is basically $34,000. You see, they know that? So I will get some pushback if I purchase that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. There's one other thing. And it is a cartridge, and I just bought a cartridge, but it's not nearly in this class. Oh, here, no. Oh, by the way, see these amps right here? The least expensive amp on this page. Yeah, that's pretty cool because it's the same manufacturer. My amp cost brand new approximately $4,500, $5,000. My BAT VK60 amp, and the newer ones, the cheapest one is like $10,000. But I want to show you this cartridge and I can't find it. And I thought I had it flagged in here because I definitely wanted to get your reaction. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to show you price of cables because you work for a company that makes cables. And how much, it's not audiophile cables, by the way. They're using what? Aircrafts and stuff like that. So if I show,
Space shuttle?
Yeah, space shuttle. So I'll show you the price of these cables. She works for home, by the way. But her company makes it. I'm going to show you the price of this cartridge. I hope you can see the price of it. If you can't, I'll reveal it after I show my wife. And it is this Clear Audio cartridge. Goldfinger cartridge. MC cartridge.
No.
$17,000. How would you feel what if I had the money to buy it? Would you give me some static or pushback?
I would probably just tell you that's a lot of money for stereo equipment. Because I guess for me, because I can't see myself going out and buying a purse for that much, or you know, shoes for that much. But I guess if you come from the background and you have that type of money and that's how you want to spend it after you make sure all your bills are paid, then so be it. But
would you want me to buy you something in the process?
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
Yeah, after all, you don't. When I paid that, I think this Sweet Vinyl Sugar Cube SC2 Plus, this pop and tick noise reduction system that moves pop sticks and noise from records. I think I bought it. Gosh, I bought on a pre-order discount, but it was like in the $3,000 range. You didn't have any complaints about that.
Mm-mm.
And say for my turntable, my Riga P8 turntable with a Feather 3 cartridge, you had no complaints about that. You pretty much, I always tell my wife what I'm purchasing. When I get a huge UHQRN, for some reason I have this habit of letting her know. And I say, Carla, I just bought this UHQR record. It costs $150, $175. I tell you all the details. I don't even have to. What? I don't know why I feel compelled to tell you.
I don't know why you feel compelled to
when you
tell
come
me
home
either,
with like
but...
stuff, you don't tell me.
No.
I don't know why I feel compelled to tell. Man, I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's a built-in guilt thing or something. I don't know.
I support what you do. I mean, as a wife should, you know, just as I would expect you to support me in
Your endeavors.
My endeavors, my hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I like Christmas. Christmas is a big thing for me. And purchasing things
She has enough Christmas decorations to decorate how many houses, you think?
I don't know. Maybe 4.
Yeah, I was about to say 5, but I'll go with the 4. She has enough Christmas decorations to probably decorate 4 houses. And I don't put much of a resistance when she buys those things. At least I don't think I do. No, I like to think I'm supportive, like she's supportive of me. But yeah, I think it's always cool to get the other side's, your spouse's point of view in terms of these spending and these habits. Can you relate to what I do in here, and the way I listen to music and analyze music, or you just enjoy music for what it is, don't you? You
know, when I'm sitting in the living room and you're in here and you're listening to your music, you got a new album set, and you're listening to your music, I sit in the other room with a smile on my face because I know what joy it brings you.
Yeah.
And how happy it makes you, and because I know you're happy, that makes me happy.
Yeah.
And I wish I got to listen to you do it more, but I know because I work from home, it's a little bit more difficult. But you don't get to see me sitting in there at night with a smile on my face, because I know you're in here enjoying your music and doing what you love. So, you know, all I can say to the spouses out there is support your partner, you know, in a habit, if it's a good one for them.
If it's a healthy habit.
Yeah, a healthy habit.
And you're not...
And it doesn't take away from your home expenses.
Necessities.
Yeah.
Because all the money I spend is after bills are paid and stuff like that. And I don't sacrifice a bill for something like this. I would just simply wait. But, yeah, I just want to get your point of view. Sometimes I leave my room, and I don't know if you can tell, I walk out of my music room excited, and I have the same excitement as if I watched an exciting basketball game, football game, or hockey game. Some of the records that I listen to because of the joy I get me. Sometimes I get more pleasure out of a $2 thrift store record that's surprisingly three-dimensional and dynamic and real than I get from some of these $175 record sets. And that brings me a lot of joy, some of the hidden gems out there. But like I said, I just want to get your point of view and your perspective, and see how you really, truly felt about... when you first met, did you think it was unusual to the extent I went? No. There's some guys who go far, and women who go far beyond what I have. There's some turntables, Carl, that cost like, you know, I think there's a turntable called a Air Force One turntable. And it could be like in the multi-$100,000 range. You know, in some areas of the country, you can buy a house for the price of that turntable.
Well, as I said, if you've got the money and that's how you want to spend your money, then so be it. Nobody to tell that person otherwise.
Be ready,
you know? Yeah. I think when we met and I walked into your music area, I was more surprised, not by all the equipment you had, but your albums.
The amount you never saw that.
You had about 7,000 albums at that.
I still people. That's how much I have.
No.
I think that's how much I have.
He's got probably about 8,000 now.
No, I think it's around 7, but whatever.
No.
You know.
I don't think so.
I'm not gonna argue over 1,000 or 2. You know.
But I'm impressed. I'm impressed. You know.
Yeah, she allowed me when I came in. When you first moved in here, you were gonna give me the biggest bedroom for my music room. Yeah, this room is a lot smaller and cramped, but I didn't want to be selfish that way, and I thought this would work for me too, and I didn't want to take advantage of your generosity in that way. So I chose this room. It works for me. It's small and cramped, but it works for me. You know. But like I said, I appreciate your love and generosity and support of what I do. Really appreciate it. I try to support you in your, endeavors, your love for your family, and so on and so forth, the best I can.
Mm-hmm.
None of us are perfect. Yeah, I know. I will say this. One thing that I sacrifice. I should be buying more, and you could probably guess what it is. And you buy these things for me because I'm not hard-headed and don't do it myself.
What
you come home with some Levi's, you come home with some t-shirts, sweatshirts or whatever, I never was into clothes that way, but she has me covered. It must admit that.
No, you'd much rather use your money to buy an album or a CD than go buy yourself a pair of shoes if you need them, or a pair of pants if you need it.
I must admit I'm not good at that, but I was never into, necessarily into fashion or something like that, but
we're not talking about fashion here. We're talking
basically
about a necessity here.
Yeah, maybe in the back of my mind I'm saying to myself, oh, Carla's going to take care of it. And I'm cool, But I appreciate you coming on here on my channel, Carla, and answer these questions. And please leave your reaction to how your spouses react to your audiophile life. It would be really cool. But thank you very much for viewing my channel. God bless, strong love, and keep the peace worldwide.